Everybody pays attention. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. He's going to bring it out from deep. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Longhorns offense is on the field for the first time today. Guys, this rivalry has been intense, and over the years, there's always a back and forth with these offenses.
And they live so close near each other in proximity, obviously. They go to the same high schools. They visit the same school, Jesse. This game always means a lot.
Yeah, look, it's Boomer, Sooner, and Hook'em, right? This is one of the best rivalry games in all of college football. There's just always a different energy when these two teams meet.
He wants to pass it on second down. A strike downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. First down.
On the sweet spin, and he's free. Oh, my. Circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. You guys know I love the history of this stuff. Texas is threatening to put together a run unlike any they've had since the 50s, David.
Texas has been dominating the series, and I can tell you this from college. We had some rivals that we played with that we lost to consistently. Coaches that week got so tight, so tense, it made a big difference, Paul.
Well, I'll tell you, this winning streak by Texas has had a major impact on the football program, too. Of course, the fans bragging, Bevo's strutting. These coaches' salaries, they've gone up because they've been able to win.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. And the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Coming after him. He'll pull it down and run. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slide. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. You're trying to break the scoreless tie. Instead, you knock it off the hooks.
Off play action on 1st down. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You go back over the history of this rivalry, and there have certainly been close games, but there have also been a large number of blowouts, and we had one last year for the Horns, David.
And I think as a Texas fan, you better understand that, because when you win big the year before, OU is going to come out with their hair on fire, Jesse, ready to make a statement.
When I think back to last year's game, the thing that impressed me so much about Texas was that they stepped up and brought their...
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Strong run. Picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And we saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. That is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. He couldn't connect on that 44-yard field goal attempt, so now the offense will take over at its own 27. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. They're working that left side. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
You play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy game. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He wants to throw here on second down. Got a man. It's Crow. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Boyd. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! What a catch and run for 6.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback moving. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. He's got an open man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside, they're going to make plays. Obviously, it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's back to throw on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown Sooners! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Quarterback checking off. On second down, wants to throw it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Third and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him today.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on third and short from the 29. They'll try to get it through the air. He finds his man. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Sooners are rolling down the field. Running back searching for a hole. Powers through the defender. Got enough space. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Handoff to the single back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. To the air on first down. He's got it down the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them the first down. And the Sooners racing to the line in a hurry up. They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's hard. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. Can't hang on. He muffs it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Phyllis, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
The Longhorns will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Texas. Here's the return from inside his 10. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop.
And it's on the ground. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Hands it off. Smashes through. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. Power football with the run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Quarterback will audible. On second down, looking again to throw. Finds his man down the middle. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field. You saw that right there.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Cabrera. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I don't know if that was a bust defensively, but there was nobody in the middle of the field that time, making it way too easy for the offense to pick up a chunk play in the middle.
The aerial assault continues. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Getting some heat. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Hart. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. They'll go to the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. The Sooners will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Shoots it to the left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Trying to get to him. They're trying to get to him. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Going to the run, it's Grove. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking 1st down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
They've converted third downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. Wide out in motion. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting him to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. Got it past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the 1st down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day from this offense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He looks that one in nicely. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside. Turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man in the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He wants to throw. He makes the grab. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Defense looks as if it's coming. He's looking for an open man on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Looking to throw for it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got his man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this up. From the 7. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he intercepts it. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, look out, there he goes! They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On the critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Grove. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Russell to the ground after picking up the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They run the reverse. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. After the run, now to throw. It's caught. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead down a little further. The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got the quick pass. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Texas. And the defense doing work. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.